Charlie Parsons, Fight Hub TV, delighted to be joined here with Mr. Eddie Hearn in Vegas. Eddie, first things first,
Charlie,
how are you?
It must be very frustrating for you. Like, it's quite unique to be in a country where the legal drinking age is 21. And obviously back home, you're 18, right? So,
yeah.
So back in the UK, you're allowed to drink. How is it for you being out here and not having a drink?
Yeah, no, haven't been drinking all week, Eddie.
Oh,
just
is that frustrating?
No,
Is it
it's
strange?
absolutely fine. You know what? I'm such a professional with my job that I don't need to drink. I'm just so concerned about my job that it's like I would never drink anyway.
And also, you're so content. You don't need alcohol.
No.
You know. So when I see you in the lobby bar tonight, and you just be, what is your choice? What is your choice of drink?
Just water.
Water. Yeah. Okay.
Right, let's move on. Canelo, I want to talk something about, I think Stephen Espinosa brought it up, the Spence fight at 156 catchweight. We've seen Canelo,
156?
I believe.
164.
164, sorry.
Yeah. I mean, one, I don't think Canelo would ever box under 168. Two, you have to understand what Canelo Alvarez is all about, which is fighting champions, dethroning champions, fights that possess challenges for him, fights that help him create history. And that's the thing with the Charlo fight and the Spence fight. He'd fight them all, but it doesn't really. I know him, and that it doesn't really do anything for him. But yeah, I don't. What else do you want me to say?
Well, more and more has been said about Canelo and Olexandr Usyk. I want you to touch on that a little bit more because, look, I mean, we sort of heard about it ages ago and people were saying, look, Canelo would never go up to heavyweight. And now I think you may have said one or two comments about the 201-pound fight. Does Canelo genuinely believe that he could take on Olexandr Usyk?
Unquestioned. Like, I don't think Canelo thinks that he'd lose to anyone, probably across any weight class. The only way I see him actually getting beat, as tough as this fight is this weekend, he's coming outside of his comfort zone in terms of weight classes. And he's already doing that at light heavyweight. If he goes to cruiserweight and fights for the championship there, he'll be doing it again. But if he does it at heavyweight, it's crazy. But Usyk, say he's not a heavyweight, of course he's a heavyweight, he's unified champion. But he's the smallest heavyweight out there who's got a belt. So, I think if you're going to fight anyone, he'd be the guy to do it.
Taylor Serrano, first things first, 1.5 million viewing numbers, absolutely fantastic. Will we see DAZN releasing more viewing figures, and also for the rematch, Ireland? I mean, we haven't really seen any big fights take place in Ireland in what seems like a long time now. Could that be a possibility for the rematch?
I think firstly on the viewing figures, DAZN don't release viewing figures. I pushed them into doing that because we needed to show the significance and the success of how big that fight was commercially. I always want them to release numbers because when I see the Showtime numbers, I'm like, we're much bigger than that. Release your numbers, and they never want to do it. So hopefully this might be a thing of the future because their subscriber numbers in the US and UK are huge now, especially off the back of that fight, especially off the back of this weekend as well. So I would like to see more gloating. Quite honestly, it's not really their style, but it's definitely my style. So huge fight, rematch is a possibility. Croke Park could be a possibility, but let's let them rest and we'll see what happens over the next couple of weeks.
Just a few more from me. Have you had any more contact with Jake Paul? I remember last week you said when that media scrum went on, when you sort of went head-to-head, that you'd offer him a ticket to the Canelo fight. He's made it very vocal that he thinks Canelo isn't fighting the best. I imagine Jake won't be here, but have you spoke to him, I suppose, from the Taylor Serrano fight, and will he be here?
No, not since the Taylor Serrano fight. I don't think he'll be here this weekend. Maybe he'll fly in, but no.
Just finally from me, I read something online on Twitter, I think, that DAZN in the UK are legally going to have to start publishing viewing figures. Is there anything you can say on that?
Or start?
No, start.
Yeah, no problem. I think if so, I'd love them to, especially after the success of last week and this week as well. DAZN are doing incredibly well in the UK. The thing is, Parsons, is there's a lot of helmets out there who put absolute rubbish out there. I see it now about even ticket sales. I mean, we have a few hundred tickets left at expensive prices this weekend. Oh, tickets are flopping. Like last week, right? Taylor Serrano. Oh, rumour mill is tickets aren't really selling. Did you fucking see it? Did you see it, Parsons?
I saw it.
Oh, no one's going to tune in. Oh, really? You released a few figures. It's and the same thing with the DAZN numbers in the UK. Oh, no one's watching. Don't talk absolute rubbish. The whole project is a huge success. So if they have to do that, I would be absolutely over the moon.
Top man. See you in lobby bar later.
Later.